Hi everyone, our names are Juanita Rincon and Mariana Garcia. Today we are going to compare and contrast two books. The first one is MAUS, written by Arthur Spiegelman, and the second one is Barefoot Gen, written by Kenji Nakazawa.
First of all, we need to understand the historical context of these books. The first one, MAUS, is about the World War II, and Barefoot Gen is about the Hiroshima bomb.
So we know that Adolf Hitler took the power of Germany, rearmed the nation, and signed treaties with Italy and Japan to further his ambitions of world domination. When Hitler invaded Poland in September 1939, Great Britain and France declared war to Germany, and World War II began. Among 45 and 60 million people were killed and around 6 million Jews were murdered in Nazi concentration camps. On 1945, about 8:15 a.m. on Hiroshima, Japan, dropped an atomic bomb called the Little Boy that was a mass destruction. The explosion killed more than 70,000 people, and after the explosion, other 140,000 people died. The radiation of the bomb was so expensive that after the years passed, people keep dying because of this. All of this happened because Japan and USA were in war, but after all, Japan lost it. Now we're gonna talk about the books, about MAUS and Barefoot Gen.
MAUS is a graphic novel created by Arthur Spiegelman about the story of Vladek Spiegelman, a Jewish survivor of Hitler's Europe. This is an indirect story because the author writes a story of other person. In this story, the Nazis are cats and the Jews are mice. MAUS tells two powerful stories. The first is Spiegelman's father's account of how he and his wife survived to Hitler's Europe. A tale filled with death, improbable escapes, the terror of confinement, and betrayal. The second is the author's tortured relationship with his again father as they tried to lead a normal life. Barefoot Gen is a story told and written by Kenji Nakazawa, who was present at the Hiroshima bomb. He and his mother were the only ones who survived this attack. And it's a summarized story of his life, of his brothers, and how he later fought with his mother to keep going forward. This is a direct story because the author lived that experience. Due to his culture, he converted the story to a manga with details of the story and important elements. Sometimes these elements and these details are not included in the book.
Both books have a relationship with the PTS, also known as post-traumatic stress disorder. That is a psychiatric disorder that can occur in people who have seen or have physical experience a traumatic situation, such as serious accidents, deaths, war, rapes, or other serious and violent situations. So the persons who had this PTSD were Vladek Spiegelman, the one who experienced the World War II, and Kenji Nakazawa, who experienced the Hiroshima bomb. Now we're gonna talk about the authors of MAUS and Barefoot Gen, Kenji Nakazawa and Art Spiegelman.
First of all, we are going to talk about Kenji Nakazawa. Kenji Nakazawa was born in 1939 on Japan. He was most recognized because of his book Barefoot Gen. It was written in 1991. The episode of the bomb happened when he was a little boy. He was in his way to school when he saw a plane that attacked them. He was alone going to school, while his brother, sister, mother, and dad were working in the house. The only ones that survived of the family were he and his mother. And later, Kenji helped his mother give birth to her little sister. that unfortunately she died. He and his mother keep going forward until the war ended.
Now we're gonna talk about Art Spiegelman. Art Spiegelman was born in 1948 on Stockholm, Sweden. His family was Jews, and his most important and recognized book was MAUS. He started on 1972. This book has won some prizes like Pulitzer Prize in 1992. He became one of the most influential alternative cartoonists in his country in the early 1980s, and he has noticeably influenced the younger generations of American authors.
This is all for today. Thank you for your attention and see you the next time.